Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well whenever you tune in and see this. So, this is going to be a general reading for both Capricorn and Pisces. So, we are going to go ahead and get this started and do a little incense and a quick sound bell, and then we'll see what we have coming up for Capricorn. All right, so we're just going to do a little smoke here to cleanse the bones and charms, and then we'll get started on our way. So everyone is welcome, regardless of where you may have Capricorn or Pisces in your chart. I think I need to update the title because I think I put Aquarius, but it's going to be wait, is it Aquarius? No, it is Aquarius. Okay, so I don't know why it said Pisces, but that would be the following one after this. So it is Capricorn and Aquarius. Just kidding. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this over here and we will get started. All right. So thank you for your patience as always with everything. If you are sensitive to sound, just turn the volume down a little bit while I do the sound bell and while I'm shuffling the bones and charms, because it can get loud, but it won't be forever. So again, everyone is welcome, regardless of where you may have Capricorn and Aquarius in your chart. All right, so this is going to be for Capricorn for November 2024. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle the bones and charms and cast them and see where they land, and then I'll be picking the camera up so you can see more from the top angle, everything. All right, thank you for your patience. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, the goat, for November 2024. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for Capricorn, messages for the goat for November 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know about the highest good? Spirits, guide my hands. Spirits, guide my hands. Spirits, guide my hands. Oops, I'll put those back in because we're not done shuffling just yet. Okay. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, the goat, for their highest good. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, the goat, for their highest good for November. Messages for November 2024. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn, the goat, for their highest good. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Capricorn, the goat, for the highest good for November. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Capricorn, the goat, for November, for their highest good. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Capricorn for November, for their highest good. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Capricorn for November, for their highest good. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, the goat, for November. Spirits, guide my hand. Messages for Capricorn for their highest good for November. All right. Let's move some of this over a little bit. This kind of fell right there, but it's fine. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and flip over some of the bones and charms real quickly that I can, so you guys can see everything more clearly once I bring the camera up in 1 second. So I think it's just a couple that we can flip without disturbing the others, and then we'll go through. As we go through the reading, we'll find out exactly. We'll flip them as we go through is what I was trying to say. All right. So Let's see here. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Capricorn. Where would you like me to start this Capricorn reading? Spirits, guide my hands. Where would you like me to start this Capricorn reading? Spirits, guide my hands. Where would you like me to start this Capricorn reading? Spirits, guide my hands. Where would you like me to start? Okay, so they want to start right here, actually, in the center. So I'm going to hold my pen there, and that's where we'll start. But they kind of want to start where the baby is, all right? So I'm going to take a quick picture as well, because I do upload the picture later when the live is done for some people who just want to look at the picture again later. So let me just do that real quickly. Okay. And I also want to make sure our sound is good. Before we get started, I forgot to do that. Let's make sure. Okay, so sound is good. I'm going to check one more thing here real quickly. Make sure we are going public live on Facebook. Just make sure, because sometimes it doesn't do public unless I change it. This is super annoying, but it was okay. Let's make sure. Did you change it? Okay, cool. All right, sorry guys. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start right here in the center. Like I said, that's kind of where the energy was drawing my hand, where your spirit team wants us to start, Capricorn. But yeah, you have a lot of your bones and charms are kind of like all in the different sections. But I would say the majority of them actually are in body and mental and work and money, with a couple in the other two going this way, but the majority of them are all here and all down here. All right, and so as we go through, the ones that have fallen outside of the black mat are still in those individual sections, but they're more in the past energy. So we'll go over that a little bit later. Turn that down a little bit more. All right, so let's see. So again, Spirit wanted to start here in the center. So anything that's in the center circle is going to affect all these different areas. Okay, so we have spiritual and conscious, we have body and mental health, we have relationships and love, all types of relationships, and then we have work and money. Okay, so you do have some of the green lucky rabbit's foot here, Capricorn, that's fallen in the center. So lots of good luck this month. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And then you have also the baby kind of with its head down, and it's over top of the sun charm, if you can see it there. Just move the baby over temporarily. And then we have the envelope charm here as well. Okay, so this can talk about, Capricorn, like child energy. Okay, so inner child work, your inner child, someone else's, multiple people, general environment, situation. It can also be physical children in the 3D physical world, like your children or someone else's children. Maybe like a prominent theme throughout the month. But when the baby's facing down, it makes me think of getting more rest or sleeping. And so because it's focused down and then on that sun charm and the envelope, it could be that there is some type of message that either comes from you or to you from someone else or your spirit guides, guardian angels, and it could make you very happy, or it could be about your happiness or someone else's happiness in general here. Okay, but it could be like you needing more rest this month, or someone's needing more rest this month is another way to look at it, if they're processing a lot of different things going on. But remember how I said too, because of the way that lucky rabbit's foot is going over and passing through that circle, there's a lot of good luck and lots of different areas in your life throughout the month here, Capricorn. So that's pretty cool to see. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move into work and money, because that's kind of where Spirit was leading me, and then we'll go back into the body and mental because it's going that way, and then we'll go over the last two that way. Okay, But this message that either comes from you or to you from someone else, or just an energy, it could have something to do a little bit here, definitely with work and money. Or if you're no longer working, it could also be about how you're being valued or someone's being valued. But I see definitely like a strong Libra energy here with the balance scales, Capricorn. So some of you guys could be dealing with someone who's got a lot of Libra in their chart with work or money, or during Libra season of this year, last year, of next year. Or if it's none of like the zodiac frequency references, it could also just be something about balance, equal give and take with the work, with the money at work, um, again, or with the money too. So it's going to go a couple of different ways since this is a general reading. But I really like that we also have over this way, if we look, Capricorn, we've got the yin yang right on the line here too, between spiritual and conscious and work and money. So it's definitely like two balance aspects here showing up. And then with the freedom handcuffs here, which are attached to the apple charm, and it's right over the word work on the mat. There could be a teacher, a mentor, a guide, or it is or your own leadership qualities here that could bring more freedom throughout the month of November. So whatever that is, it looks very positive, and I definitely like that here for you. If we pull out a little bit too to see what's fallen outside of the mat in those dotted lines in that work and money section. In the past, there could have been a feeling of more abundance here, Capricorn, with the money bags here. And there could also be something about passed on loved ones, friends, family, or even just your spiritual team here with the coffin, and maybe trying to find a sense of freedom and safety with people that have passed on, or because they have passed on, or just like where you can find your anchor. It could be that your spiritual team also wants you to know that people on the other side and want you to have more balance in your work, or with the work, or with the money, or being valued. Okay, so you can drop that anchor when you need to stop, and you can lift it when you need to go. So the sense of freedom and safety here. Now, I do see a little bit here, Capricorn, and again, it doesn't necessarily have to be you. It can be someone you're dealing with, multiple people, general environment situation. Before I get there, though, the other thing on this side is that skeleton hand that's crossing the line is another symbol, just like the coffin. So again, your spiritual team really wants you to have balance between work and money, or with at the work, or with the money. Okay, so they definitely want that there for you. Now, to go back this way where I was starting to go, is there could be some type of irresponsibility over time at work, or with the money, or being valued in some way here, Capricorn. Again, this doesn't necessarily have to be you. It could be someone around you, or your general environment situation. Now, this could have something to do with a friend, or a group of friends, or a friendly like energy, okay, because we have the witch charm over here. It's not touching, but it is very close. All right, your own symbol showed up here, Capricorn, in work and money. I always like to see that because that's that hardworking Capricorn energy. All right, that resilient energy, never giving up. So there could be something that you're wishing for in terms of work or money that maybe you haven't given up on, and maybe it's saying that you'll get it more during your season, even. So it could be a reference to either you dealing with another sun sign Capricorn, or where else you may have Capricorn in your chart. Or it even could be like Capricorn season, so like the half of December, half of January. Okay, so again, take it as it may resonate for you, and come back and check this video during that season and see if it makes sense. All right, but there's something here, this wish with the work of the money, or being valued, that could be something that you've wanted for a long time, or someone else has. And it has something to do with like your individual power and your community power at work, or with the work, or with the money, the finances are being valued here with the honeybee. I see here that there's a wish as well of like tapping into this beautiful feminine energy here with the seashell. So part of that wish, or if it's separate wishes, whatever it is, right? It could be more than one. it has something to do with like getting into that soft receiving feminine energy, and what do those vibrations provide, or how can we communicate without our eyes, our sight, right? How do we communicate with our words, but even beyond that, communicating with our eyes and our words, how do we communicate with our energy, and how does that show up at work or with the work or with the money, the finances, or being valued? Okay, so I definitely see that going on here as well. Again, going back to that envelope, there could be something, you know, coming through this month that you get or someone gives to you or comes in general from your spirit guides, guardian angels, that could be really important in terms of your work and money. All right. Now, as we go this way, your other section, your body and mental health, is the majority of where your other charms are. And then the other two have some as well, but these two are the most busy this month. Okay, so we're going to start outwards within those dotted lines again and then kind of work our way. But the main thing before we even start on the outwards part, and I said it before because it fell in your main circle in the center too, is you've got a lot of good luck this month with your health or with someone's health here, or multiple people's health, general environment situation. And that could be because in the past, perhaps something that was cut away, that needed to be cut away. So more support could come in here in terms of someone's health. So here, right on the dotted line between these two sections, we have the scissors, and then we also have the skull with the snake vertebrae underneath its chin, and then we have that lightning bolt coming in, and we've got the raccoon penis bone here. So again, cutting away something to do with some type of support, whether it's with friends, family, lover, etc. Something about that, or the idea of support, or whatever it is, support with somebody's health here, can bring in these new ideas, or is going to bring in these new ideas. Maybe the new ideas started a little bit in the past, and now they're also coming into the future, current, present energies when they cross over to the black mat. Now, this here too, Capricorn, could be somebody using this proactive, more aggressive, masculine energy to figure out how to have more prosperity, more good luck, and also something to do with the family here. Okay, so I just moved it out of the way so you can see it. So the seahorse was here, okay, kind of hiding underneath the four-leaf clover, and then the fish and a little bit of the alligator claw. Okay, so it could have something to do with a blood family, could have something to do with a parent or being a parent, or whatever you consider your tribe or your family. So it could also just be friends or whatever, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be blood. But there's definitely a lot of beautiful good luck here that we know twice already, 3 times actually, with the alligator claw, because this is another good luck symbol. Okay, and it's about it's about manifesting something. Okay, so it was weird. I was about to say masculating, which is not even a word. Like, how do you masculating? How do you masculate? Like, okay, we're talking about masculine energy down here, but when I was about to say manifesting, it came out almost as like masculating, and I'm like, okay, I've never said that before. That's interesting. So really tapping into that masculine energy to bring about these new ideas, because if you can see here, like that claw, okay, goes directly into the charm, okay, for those new ideas. So that's really cool. It's like hooking it right through it. So that's really cool to see. Now, as we go this way here, both of your raccoon penis bones are mostly in your body and mental health. This one's completely in. So double masculine energy here, okay? And there could be something like, I feel like this is, well, triple masculine actually over here with the coyote penis bone here too. Um, it's something that's good, okay, but it's very emotional, right? So you have definitely your horseshoe here with the ladybug inside, and then the cup was on top. So a lot of emotions around using this masculine energy here. And this could have really something heavily to do, Capricorn, with someone's diet here. This is interesting because it doesn't always show up in this section, but your fork this month is in your body and mental health section. So it's like, okay, so what am I feeding myself physically, or someone else, etc.? What am I feeding myself mentally, someone else, etc.? And what does that mean in terms of my emotions and bringing in all this beautiful good luck? So this one has been on someone's mind for quite some time here too, with the human teeth bone. On the other side, it's not touching, but it's kind of like right underneath it. Okay. And we out here in the past as well, I forgot to mention, we do have the lion. Okay, Leo the lion. So this could have something to do with an actual Leo, or during Leo season, or someone who's got a lot of Leo in their chart. Or it just straight up means that in the past, maybe there felt like there was more passion and creativity in terms of someone's body and mental health. Okay, so maybe they're trying to figure out, or you're trying to figure out how to get that fiery, passionate energy back in. Now, I do see that it's going to happen here because there is going to be a clearing away, if not already, here, Capricorn, of some type of memories, okay, that are no longer serving you or someone else, with the elephant here and the leaf. So clearing that away. This could also be saying that memories are going to be really important during this time of year, or whenever, I'm sorry, because not everyone's in the US, obviously. So whenever you have fall season, it could also be a reference to that if you're in summer right now. But this is like Sagittarius energy here as well, something to do with the Sagittarius, or during Sagittarius season, right? Which would be half of November, half into December, and then we're doing the November readings, right? But it doesn't have to be just a reference to that. It's really about what are your body and mental health goals. So where do you pull back that arrow and want to hit a target? The target here, Capricorn, is transformation. It's pointing to the butterfly. That's beautiful, right? And it looks like not only is your inner world, or someone's inner world, and their physical body and their mental health, it's also like their environment. There's like so much change going on here. And this change could lead to this beautiful leap of faith here, okay? With that frog very close, if not touching the spider in the spider web here, all right? And then that kind of leads to the green lucky rabbit's foot. There's some stuff underneath it that we'll talk about it in a second, but all this good luck here, Capricorn. Now, if we go this way a little bit for a second, we also have something here, Capricorn, that's like, okay, so there could be some type of knowledge or information that is, again, very emotional. And it could come from someone who is a higher up than you, or it has something and or to do with your own leadership qualities here, because it's right on the line between relationships and love, and body and mental health. So it could be some information or knowledge from somebody, like a doctor or a trainer, since we're talking about body and mental health, or whatever it is. But it could be very emotional, okay? But I don't see it as a bad thing. And again, you have the emotions over here as well, okay? So it could be like, instead of a spiritual download, maybe it's a body and mental health download, and it just is like emotional or something like this. But again, I don't see it as a bad thing, just something to kind of be aware of. Now, as we go this way, Capricorn, we have a lot of masculine energy here with the masculine charm, and then it's laying on top of the other honeybee here, okay? And then it's also touching the star. So, again, using that masculine energy to bring in, like here it's a penis bone, right? So that's fertility, abundance, planting seeds, right? All the different metaphors you could say about a penis bone, right? But it's the same here, okay? But it's in terms of how do you follow your North Star with your body or your mental health? And how do you be more proactive around those things? Now, it could also have something to do with community or sense of community, okay? Sorry, let me just turn that down. So with the honeybee, it could be community health, okay, how you're inspiring others or how others are inspiring you, vice versa. But I also see that someone has been thinking a lot, or will be thinking a lot, about protection this month in terms of the body and mental health, okay? Because here we have this human teeth bone, okay, that is then touching one of my newer bones. This is a bobcat tooth, okay? And so bobcats make me think of these huge animals that are fierce and very protective, and they're a cat, right? So it's like, and they're both teeth, okay, just different animals, let's say, right? As humans are animals too. And so it's chewing over, digesting. How do we bring in more protective energy, more fierce energy, more taking up space energy? How do we be like a big cat, right? And so then when we go back this way and move this out of the way, let's see what we have underneath. We've got quite a few. Oh, and I'm dropping my pen. All right, so this way, Capricorn, I'm just flipping that over. We have the coyote claw here. We have the listening bells right on the line. We've got the peace doves, and then we have the lizard, the broom, and the lock. Okay, that's then going back over this way. So I would say here that in terms of body and mental health, Capricorn, you could hear something or someone else could hear something that's really peaceful and it's like inspiring a lot of healing vibrations like throughout your body, right? It kind of maybe starts in the root chakra and then goes upwards because we're looking at this figure on the mat that's looks like it's meditating, right? And that's kind of where the lizard is towards the bottom. It could go up, but clearing those energetic fields or even checking in with your regular doctor too to make sure it's nothing like physical, but really clearing that energy and getting rid of any stagnant energy because it's like somebody else, it could be affecting relationships too, or someone else is maybe more aware of this or reminds you of this. Again, all this like emotional kind of like, oh, you're right, like, oh, I don't know, like realizations, like health realizations, um, is really what's coming through here so far. Okay. Now, as we go this way, since we're kind of already on the line, we'll move now into relationships and love. Okay, Capricorn. So this is all relationships. It's romantic relationships, it's work partnerships, it's with friends and family, and it's self love. Okay, so let's see what's in the past here. All right, let me move back. This goes, I think it was like that. So that was back there. Okay. So in the past here, and just ignore the incense holder and this other bone that I put up for decoration. Okay. But in the past, again, those dotted lines, if we kind of like pretend that it goes further out, this is still in this section. Okay, and so here I can see Cupid, Capricorn, and we have the twin fish, Pisces. So this could have something to do with the Pisces or during Pisces season of this year, of last year, or next year, but more last year maybe because it's in the past, okay? Or if it's not a season or a person that's a Pisces, it could also be maybe where you have Pisces in your chart. But if it's none of that zodiac stuff too, it could just really be about like, how do I go with the flow? So maybe somebody here in the past or an energy here in the past was like, how do I go with the flow with the masculine energy around like the people that I love? Oh, and look at this. I thought that was just Cupid. Oh my God, because it was like that, right? I was like, damn, Cupid's got some big legs. No, look who's underneath. It's Pegasus. Pegasus was hiding underneath Cupid. Interesting. Okay, so I just want to show you how it looked for a second because I was like, damn, he got some big legs. But it, it's like there could be in the past here, Capricorn, a lot of freedom energy, okay, that maybe was disguised as love, okay, or a person that you love, or a group of people that you love, or maybe it was you doing it. I mean, I don't know. It's just really interesting how that kind of like was hiding underneath there, okay, or maybe it's the people that love you and that you love wanting more freedom for you, and they want to figure out how to help you manifest this in the past and me and being more proactive with going with the flow with that coyote penis bone that was kind of underneath um, the Pisces twin fish here, okay, because it was kind of hiding like all of that. And then remember, we moved it over, okay. So then as we go more into the future present energies on the black part of the mat, I can see here, Capricorn, that we have that deer tooth right there. We've got the dragonfly, and then we have the strawberries, right? So here I can kind of see that someone is chewing over, digesting maybe what their relationship goals are and the details in that, okay? So it could be one relationship or multiple relationships. But when I think of deers, they're like these gentle beings, and they take up a lot of space, but they represent that purity. We think of Santa Claus, reindeer, right? They're just like this light kind of purity energy associated with them. So maybe, again, if we go back over this way, we talked about it more when it was over there with body and mental health, but being emotional either with someone who's a higher up, or being emotional with our own leadership qualities in our relationships, maybe a little bit here, okay? Or maybe it's someone else. Maybe it's not even you, Capricorn. Maybe it's someone else, like being emotional, right? So always switch it and take it how it may resonate for you, okay? I also see here, Capricorn, that your ruler, Saturn, is kind of hiding a little bit over here. You can see it because it's blue, but I'll just push it out, right? So there we got Saturn kind of over there in that ornate design thing. And this is like getting responsible, paying the bills, getting organized, getting things done, that slow earth moving Capricorn Saturn energy. So that could have, like, your ruler showing up like in your relationship zone is like, maybe in some ways things are flowing more easily in your relationships because you are getting whatever that aspect is. I mean, I just did the astrology notes and I don't remember off the top of my head, it's right over here. I think we had one or two things with Capricorn for the general astrology notes. Let me see here. Well, yes, Saturn goes direct. Okay, duh. That's a big one. So November 15th, Saturn goes direct. That's your ruler. Okay, that makes sense why that's there. Okay, I love when that happens, right? Because I'm like, I didn't make this up. Like, you saw me throw them bones and charms, and that's where it landed. Yeah, like I said, it does kind of feel like relationships may feel a little bit more easier during this time because your ruler is now going forward in that forward momentum and motion, and you could be feeling more like yourself a little bit. Now, what else do we have? Oh, yes. Also, Athena Pallas asteroid moves into Capricorn towards the end of the month, November 30th. So Athena Pallas is associated with wisdom, intuition, defense, justice, talents in the arts, right? And so that could be another really, strong aspect for you, Capricorn, or where you have Capricorn in your chart. Also, the other big thing is Venus enters into Capricorn on November 11th, right? So I knew there was two aspects, but I totally forgot about the main one being Saturn direct. So I'm just going to leave it there, right? Because it was there. I didn't make that happen. So that's really cool how that lined up. All right. Anyway, going forward this way, Capricorn, this is where your other skull is. And where we see a skull in the reading, and I have two in my kit, can tell us where someone's mind is at or where it will be at. So the first one was all the way out here that we went over in body and mental health in the past. And then this one is in relationships and love and the future, current, present energies. Okay, and I'll just turn it back around on its side the way it was. Okay, but here it could be that someone's mind is a lot about like, well, where do I feel safe in my relationships with the safety pin, and also where can I like fully be myself? Where can I not care what other people think and just do what's naturally normal for me, okay? Because with the hummingbird here, the hummingbird flies backwards. They do things a little non-traditional than regular birds fly forwards, right? So it could be like letting go of caring what other people think in certain relationships or all relationships. And so you can get to that kind of safety aspect that's showing up there as well, Capricorn. Let me just flip this over too. I forgot to do that for the picture, but that's okay. A lot of beautiful feminine energy showing up here, Capricorn, with this other seashell here, like right on the heart. And I kind of like that because it looks like, reminds me of the heart chakra stuff sometimes. And so here I can kind of see that someone, like I said before, when it went this way, going back to the broom and the lock here, let me move this again. Someone with that human teeth bone, or multiple people, general environment, situation, whatever, is like the stagnant energy needs to be cleared. Maybe it starts with the body or it starts in the root chakra, right? But then it crosses over into relationships and love too. So doing that clearing, okay, whatever that may be, could really help you or someone else find some answers here too with the key here. And it's like you have double feminine energy. If we move the skeleton hand over a little bit, we can see the feminine charm is there hiding underneath as well. So the feminine energy, we all have masculine and feminine, is a soft receiving energy. So how can we be more soft and receiving in certain aspects in terms of our relationships? Spirit wants you to go slow with this, okay? Or it's going to go slow even if you don't want it to go slow, okay? Because we do have the turtle there, Capricorn. And then again, if we do go slow, it's going to feel more equal, okay? Remember how we had that Libra energy, the balance scales, and work and money, but it crosses the line. So it can also apply to relationships as well. Now, because you have all those really good positive aspects of things happening in Capricorn energy throughout the month of November, we see this bicycle. It just shows me all that movement, okay? And I definitely like that. But it could also be maybe you're going to travel with someone or multiple people, or it could also just be like pay attention to your vehicle, your car, your bike, whatever it is. Make sure all those things are good. But it doesn't necessarily feel like more like a warning. It just feels more like what I originally said, like all this movement is happening, and I like that, okay? Now, the other thing I forgot to mention that was out this way a little bit, because I got so excited when I saw Saturn there, and then I remembered and looked up my notes and all those things, is back here in the past, okay? We've got my listening seashell, and then here we have the chair, okay? So in the past, in terms of relationships, here, Capricorn, excuse me, excuse me, there could have been somebody listening to something at home or about a home or something about home here. It could also be that in the past, someone or some energy was like, well, where do I feel at home in my relationships? Work relationships, love relationships, romantic, platonic love, self-love, all those things. So that kind of, was a catalyst for some of the stuff here, and that started in the past, okay? Now as we move this way, I want to check the photo because I think I slightly knocked this over. So let me just pull up my phone here real quick to make sure it's like in the right place. Oh wait, yeah, we already did this section. Okay, just kidding, it was like that. Well, good to know. We already did that section because I remember I kind of went in like a weird order this time. Well, good to know. I always like to check. So we already did this section. Okay, that's right, because we started here, and then we went this way, and then we went that way, and now we're going to end here. All right, very good. Okay, just reminding myself what we're doing. So, yeah, I got excited. Let's flip that one too. There we go. So now we're in your final section, Capricorn. We're in spiritual and conscious. Okay, so if you don't like those terms, you can also say this is like your intuition, how you feel at night, deep down in your gut, when you're by yourself, when you're sleeping, however you want to say it, okay? But there's not like a whole lot going on here. I would say this is like your section that is like the least amount of bones and charms, okay? But we can go ahead and start with some of the things from the past, and then we'll kind of move inward. But I do see your buckeye out here, and then we also have, this is the whale vertebrae on its side there, just so you can kind of see it, okay? And then over here we have that ship anchor that we talked a little bit about earlier, because it was also in work and money right on the line. So in the past here, Capricorn, there could have been some kind of spiritual support that felt really abundant and safe in the past, okay? And it also could be, if we go this way in the past too, in the same section, that was because there was a lot of clearing that was done, spiritual unconscious clearing. And there could have been this beautiful yes that was brought to you or brought to someone else, or the energy in general in the past here, because somebody was welcoming in more flexibility. So if we move the yes coin over, that's the dog ankle bone right there. And so that represents flexibility. So because somebody was more as flexible in the past, or an energy was, if it wasn't a person, this could have been like a huge piece to the puzzle that maybe someone had, or you still have a little bit here, with that question mark being really close to the puzzle piece. If we go this way, though, that also, like in the past, brought on someone thinking a lot about, well, do I have enough spiritual support? Because maybe in the further back past, even past lives, maybe it felt like I had more spiritual support. But then up here, maybe for some people or an energy, it felt smaller. Okay, again, with that skull there, and then with the snake vertebrae being right on the line. But because of that, though, maybe it changed and brought in these new ideas of like, well, what does spiritual support mean? And how can I spiritually support myself, or spiritually support others and then get it in return? It feels like it changed, like what it used to mean, and then, kind of what it's going to mean now. There's a little bit of confusion here with this cloud, Capricorn, and it could have something to do with like a little bit this month with some spiritual challenges, but they feel more past life. Like I feel like stuff is changing. Okay, so this could be generational curses, getting over those things, or generational trauma, even. But here with the mountain charm, right next to the seashell charm, it's like something really far back and ancient from the past, like old seashells, right? And so there is still abundance here. Maybe it doesn't feel like quite the support, spiritual support doesn't feel as big as it did a long time ago, but again, you can't necessarily compare. Okay, so it's got to be able to shift and like change with the time, so to speak. I also see here, Capricorn, a lot of spiritual unconscious travel, so astral travel, lucid dreaming, right? Again, we talked about the dreaming in the beginning with the baby with its head down, right? So really dreaming about like what makes me happy, and is some information coming in or coming out that's going to make me happy or make someone else happy. So that's like kind of repeated there too. Now, here, Capricorn, we've got your angel coin, okay? We had angel coin back there, your yes angels back here. You got the other yes, or not other yes, but your other angel coin here. And then this is a small piece of the armadillo vertebrae, okay? So armadillos are like, I think of them as like, they're low to the ground, they're earth energy, and they have that like hard outer shell. So here, with these being really close to each other, and that question of like, well, where's my spiritual support, and how come it doesn't feel like it did in the past or even in past lives, or blah blah blah, that we just talked about, right? Here it's like you can still have it, and you already do have it. You have to listen for it, right? Be open to it, but also it could feel like you actually don't need as much as you maybe did in a past life. Again, if we talking about those generational trauma or curses, or getting over some of those things, with all this clearing here too, with the feather and the coyote claw, it's like maybe the spiritual support is changed its shape, or the way that it feels, because maybe you or someone else, or multiple general environment situation, don't need the same type of support as it was before. Okay, that's kind of like the best way I can describe it. All right. Let me pull back out here and see if we can get, there we go, the camera to focus. But yeah, really nice reading here, Capricorn. You'll definitely have to let me know later as time goes on if any of this made sense for you, or if it already does. But yeah, thank you so much for your likes, for your shares, and your subscriptions. They're all great free ways to support my channel, since I do these readings for free. So whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, or later eventually Instagram and TikTok, if you want to share or like or follow all the things, I do appreciate it very much. But yeah, I'll post your picture later. But now we're going to go ahead and shift over to Aquarius energy. So I'm going to put the camera down for a little bit, and just gather up all the bones and charms so we can kind of let them rest for a minute and charge with the crystals and all that good stuff. But yes, enjoy this season, Capricorn, as we switch over to Aquarius. That was a beautiful reading, Capricorn. Very nice. Okay. Let's just gather some of this real quickly. And a little bit of music. I turned it down with a commercial and I forgot to turn it back up. Okay, anyway. Da, da, da. Okay, that's all of them, right? Yes, okay. So we will cover this up for a little bit and put some crystals there with the charms and bones. Let kind of do its thing. A little selenite crystal there. And oh, I left one out. Dang, it's hiding. Okay, get back in there. Okay. We'll do a little incense. Oh, I think this one didn't even finish, so maybe we can just do the same one. This matchstick incense. It's pretty nice. I like it. It's like a short amount. It's just the right amount sometimes. Oh. Let's not burn ourselves. Okay. So we're cleansing the bones and charms with a little smoke here. Oh. Okay. Just a little bit and not set myself on fire. That would be great. Okay. And we'll do another sound bell and then get started and see what we have for Aquarius. Oh no, I forgot one more bone. This little new one is so hard to see. The armadillo one. Okay. Alright. So we're going to do a sound bell here real quickly. If you're sensitive to sound, just feel free to turn it down a little bit. It won't be forever. But it's another way to clear the energy for ourselves, for myself, to check in with my guides, to make sure that I'm delivering the messages best way I can, and to clear the energy from the bones and charms. All right. So this is going to be for Aquarius for November 2024. This over here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and shuffle and shake the bones and charms, so that again may be a little bit loud, so just be patient with me, and then when we're all done casting the bones and charms, I'll lift the camera back up so you can see everything. All right. Thank you. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer for November 2024. What does air sign Aquarius mean? Decisions, knowledge for the highest good. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius for the highest good for November. What do you need to see? What do you need to know? Messages for Aquarius. Spirit, guide my hands, Aquarius. A little bit more. Okay. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius for the highest good for November 2024, the water bearer Aquarius. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Aquarius for November for their highest good. Messages for Aquarius for November for their highest good. Messages for Aquarius for November for their highest good. Messages for Aquarius for November for their highest good. Messages for Aquarius for November for their highest good. Messages for Aquarius for November. All right. I'm just flipping over some of them and moving them a little bit closer. Oh, come back, don't go. All right. Don't worry, I'll lift up the camera in just a second here, guys. Stay. This one I could probably flip. A lot of them are hiding under other ones right now. These kind of like fell. Let me get the camera on the side here. Flip this one over. Some of these are like right on. Let's see. They're all touching each other. I'm just going to put them on the black mat or the white part so you can see it. Okay. That one's fine there. All right. Now stay. Just move everything up a little bit. Okay. We can flip this one. That's pretty good. Let's see. Yep. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and take a picture real quickly and then we'll get started. Figure out where exactly they want me to do the reading to. Okay, there. Okay. Let me put this down for 1 second. Spirits guide my hands. Where would you like me to start this Aquarius reading? Spirits guide my hand. Where would you like me to start this Aquarius reading? It's like all the way out here. If you can see, it's like right here. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little pen there. Okay. So this is one of your skulls. If I lift it up, you can see it there. Aquarius. So I have 2 skulls in the kit, and they're both this time in your body and mental health. So once the camera focuses, in a few minutes, come on now. Maybe if it'll focus on my fingers. Or we can get closer there and you can focus. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, maybe if I move too much, sometimes it doesn't want to. Come on, there we go. Please, camera. All right. Anyway, I'll just keep talking and hopefully it'll focus. But both of your skulls this time, Aquarius, have been in the body and mental, and both are in the past position. So that's pretty interesting, and this is kind of where they wanted to start your reading. But if we pull all the way out, even though it hasn't focused yet, a lot of your bones and charms are in relationships and love and body and mental, and a little bit in work and money. I would say like these 3 whole sections are pretty full with activity, while the other one isn't so much. Okay, so that's not necessarily a good or bad thing. It just kind of shows you like where spirit wants you to focus more, where you will be focusing more, or someone else. Multiple people, general environment situation throughout the month of November. I'll just turn that over there too. Trying to figure out how I can get this camera to. Okay, so it's focusing when I get close. Maybe if I just move really, really slow coming out. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay still with one hand and grab my pen. All right, so Aquarius. Again, both these skulls are in your body and mental, and this is where they wanted to start. So where you see a skull can be where someone's mind is at or will be at, okay? I can see here in the past that there perhaps was a lot of abundance here with the nutmeg, but it might have felt cut off either because or from a loved one that's passed on, friends, family, etc., or it could be a spiritual guru, guide, ancestors, etc. But it also feels like that maybe in the past, in terms of someone's health, here with Leo the Lion, that maybe there wasn't enough passion or creativity or that fiery Leo energy to kind of bring those things together, right? And so it could also be that you were dealing with a Leo or something about Leo season, or where you may have Leo in your chart. But if it's not that, when we talk about fiery energy and we're talking about the body and mental health, that energy gets us fired up, the fiery energy to move in our body and our mind, right? So it could be that in the past it felt more separated, or things weren't coming together essentially in the way that maybe someone had wanted. And it could be because there was some emotions there. It's a little bit in the past, but they're more like showing up here in the future, current, present energies more so. So this could be because there's still some challenges going on here, Aquarius, with the body and mental health for someone, with this mountain charm here, and then the ship anchor. It's like, well, where can I feel safe and have freedom within my body and mental health, or within someone else's, for them too, okay, however it may resonate. But there also in the past was like a lot of maybe someone or multiple people thinking about how to clear things so they can get more abundance, okay? So it's like the clearing maybe a little bit started in the past, but then it's coming more in the future, present energies, and it's more in relationships and love. Excuse me, but it's pretty close to the line, so I just kind of mentioned it. But it's almost like this turkey wishbone, which is majority in body and mental health, a little bit in relationships. It's like it wants to connect with the money bags here. It wants to connect with the abundance. So that's why I said like things maybe felt more separate in the past, or just disjointed, right? Because there were some challenges, and they're still a little bit showing up here. But because of these challenges, it's like you or someone else is wishing for the big abundance, right? Maybe the abundance idea was too small in the past, and now it's like, okay, we can dream for bigger for someone's health or multiple people's health. And as long as we keep clearing things, we can do that, because I do see the broom kind of underneath it there a little bit on the side too. And when we do that, it could also bring in or happen like some type of leap of faith here, and it could show up more in the relationship zone, but it could also be in the body and mental health, since it's right on the line here too. Now your spiritual team, they want you to know that you are safe, okay, here with the skeleton hand and then the safety pin on top. They also want you to feel safe within your body and your mind, or someone here, okay? So they want someone to be more proactive here, okay, with that coyote claw showing up again, and then the scissors. And then this time, if you can see, if I turn it this way, we have the snake. I'm sorry, not the snake. This is the whale vertebrae, piece of the whale vertebrae bone that's on top of the scissors, right? So if we cut away something that we think may have been supportive for someone's body and mental health, we cut away something that maybe we think is going to take away our freedom, it's actually a big piece to the puzzle to getting more serious about our health or someone else's health or multiple people's health here with Saturn, the symbol for Saturn. It's a big piece to the puzzle to cut away whatever that is and to bring in more. Maybe it's cutting away some of all this masculine energy and bringing a little bit more feminine too. With the seashell here, the conch seashell, this can bring in more good luck, all right, with the horseshoe and the ladybug inside. And maybe someone will be thinking a lot about, well, how can I like utilize the more higher vibrational masculine energies that are protective within myself and others for their health, right? Because here you have the human teeth bone and it's then touching the bobcat teeth bone, which is then touching the raccoon penis bone. Okay, so it's like, yeah, the more higher vibrational frequencies, protective, big cat, gonna scratch you, right? Energies, but not really scratch you. I'm just joking around. Like how to be more protective of someone's body and mental health, or your own, or both, or whatever it is. Because I do see a lot of manifesting energy here as well. It started in the past and it's still going on here with that alligator claw right on the line between past and future, current, present energies, Capricorn. All right. Now, if we go kind of back to the center here, since we briefly talked about it, whatever is in the center circle, like it affects all the different areas, right? So the thing that's in there is the scissors, the whale vertebrae bone, the Pegasus, Saturn, the tooth bone, which is also touching the raccoon penis bone going this way. So a lot of supportive energy, a lot of serious energy to get more organized with the support, or cutting away certain types of support to let in other support. It's like a lot of freedom there, okay, Aquarius? And you are thinking a lot about this, or will be, okay? Now, with that being said, since we talked about some of the things on the line here, let's go ahead and move into the relationships and love section. All right, so this is going to be all relationships, platonic, romantic, self-love, etc. All right, and I want to see what's in the past here too in the white before we move further inwards. Okay, so going back here in the past, we were talking about someone's mind needing to clear something here, okay, with the leaf and the skull. In the past, perhaps there was something that was said to someone, or you said to someone else, or someone was listening to someone. I don't know what it is, okay? But it could have something to do with planting seeds for a future home, or an idea of home, right? Not necessarily like a physical house or apartment. It could just be the idea of home. Or maybe in the past, it was also about like, where do I feel at home in my relationships? And how can I get there? Because the chair was right, like turned on the side, and it was like a little bit, I think, in the past, but it was mainly in that future, present, current energies. Now this leaf too, because it was close to the listening bells back here, it was almost like the leaf wanted to maybe come out of the ear, and I was like clearing something about listening. I don't know. It's very interesting. But then on the other side of that clearing of maybe not listening to the right person or the right thing in terms of some relationships here, on the other side, there is abundance. So that's beautiful. Now here I can also see, Aquarius, that perhaps there was a little bit, or will be a little bit of confusion here with the clouds, and then the horseshoe around family, either being a parent or with a parent, or your blood family or your tribe, whatever you consider your family. There's a little bit of confusion there. And then it could be confusion about certain memories of family, or memories of being confused with family, or something like this. I don't know. It would be different for everybody. But we also kind of see in the past, because remember it fell like right on this part, and I just moved it over so we can kind of see it. So over here, there was a lot of questions in the past about someone's sense of freedom. It could have something to do with a friend or group of friends or a friendly type of energy. And perhaps this friend wanted to go over the details, or the details needed to be gone over and they weren't, or something here in the past. Okay, but there was also a lot of clearing that did happen in the past, and the kind of the promise I'm hearing that like these new ideas would come in, like old ideas and new ideas, because it's like the I'm just moving over so you can see it. I lost my word there. The shell charm, thank you, my gosh. And then the lightning bolt charm, it's like new ideas, old ideas. Like there was a promise of that coming through again, in your relationships or someone's relationships here, Aquarius. And again, it has something to do with like thinking of support from family, whatever family means for you. Because here we have the snake vertebrae. Over here we have that new piece of armadillo vertebrae that I got. Okay, and then we have family, and then we have confusion, and then we have memories. And then on the other side we have the chair, right? So, big month for all of this, right? But that's just one part. We haven't gone over all the other things. Because again, if you see the clouds and confusion here, and we saw the question mark in the past, well, what's over here is the answer or answers. And what did we see here right on the line too before? Is that broom was underneath the buckeye, which led to the frog, which led to the human teeth bone. So clearing away what we're wishing for in terms of our relationships, all types of relationships, and making some type of leap of faith as we clear away this, as we think about, well, maybe we got small potatoes before because we didn't wish for big potatoes. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense, right? As just kind of an example. Now, as we go this way, Aquarius, there could be like someone that is in a higher position than you, or it's also could be your leadership qualities here, but they're like, hello, what are you feeding yourself in terms of your relationships, right? Like the fork was kind of, you saw it. This masculine proactive energy here with the coyote penis bone is like, well, are you going to wear your crown and be royal? Are you going to get an equal give and take? Are you? Right? This could have something to do with a Libra, or during Libra season of this year, last year, of next year, or you may have Libra in your chart, or it has nothing to do with that, and it's just the equal give and take. It's just the balance, the reciprocity. Okay, so it's definitely double masculine energy showing up there. Being proactive with it. Put on your crown. That's what I'm hearing. If you go this way, Aquarius, there could be some type of information that comes in because of this, either to you or from a person or spirit guides or angels, ancestors, whatever. And this information, I feel like, is going to make you really happy, or make someone else or most people, general environment, really happy, because then it leads to the sun here, okay? And it's like, yeah, all this digging deep in the heart chakra. And then this is so beautiful, Aquarius, over this way. We said it before, but I'll say it again because it was on the line and we were in a different section. But your spiritual team with that skeleton hand there, and then the safety pin on top, they're like, you're safe. It's safe for you to love. It's safe for you to be loved, right? And all the different types of love, romantic, platonic, with friends and family, could be business relationship, right? However you want to say it. And then, of course, self-love. So lots of good luck there, too, with the four-leaf clover. Now, if we go this way, Aquarius, sorry, I'm just trying to get the lighting. Oh, there. Okay, well, that was going to fall out anyway. So hiding underneath, everything's hiding today. This way, Aquarius, we had the little turtle was underneath the North Star. I thought that was really cute. I didn't see it at first. And then we have, of course, the peace doves here. So whatever you follow your North Star in terms of your relationships, okay? It's just like go slow and be peaceful, whatever you do with that, okay? Whatever that means for you or someone else. There is something here that maybe someone is not seeing clearly. with the cat's eye. Okay, I do think there's something underneath it, so I'm going to lift it up. So there we have the fish. So prosperity is underneath it. Okay, so I like that. It's like, if we continue to focus on also healing the emotions and going flow with the emotions, then we can get to the prosperity. Because if we go this way, Aquarius, you have the deer teeth bone going through right on the side, the lizard that's on the line, and then we got the mermaid. If we go this way, we've got your cup here, your symbol for Pisces, then we got Cupid, then we got underneath one of the bumblebees. So it's like, yeah, going slow with healing something with the emotions, going with the flow. Um, Also thinking about our community aspects and our individual aspects in our relationships here with the bumblebee. Because if we go slow and we do this with love, I'm hearing with Cupid here, that over time with the rope symbol behind Cupid, um, this is going to lead to like being successful not only in your relationships and love, but then now we're in work and money, Aquarius. Okay, so doing things that you're naturally good at and not caring what other people think. You're a hummingbird, you fly backwards, the other birds go straight. Who cares? You get the sweetest nectar and you're the fastest bird. Okay, so key, all these changes are happening. This is going to affect not only your relationships, but your work and money, or your finances are being valued if you're no longer working environment here with the spider and the spider web. Then again, we have another honeybee here showing up, Aquarius. So again, that community aspect and the individual power aspect. And then I kind of want to pull out for a second and look at the past a little bit too. Once the camera decides to focus, maybe I'll move too fast. Let me go real slow. Okay, turn the music back on a little bit. All right. So yeah, there we go. There was something here, Aquarius, in the past in terms of your work and money or your finances or being valued if you're no longer working, where your spiritual team, your ancestors came in and they said no, it wasn't the right time to move with something in those areas before in the past. And what is the past? It could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. It could be a couple hours ago or minutes, whatever, seconds, whatever the past is for you or someone else, etc. They could have said no because it wasn't balanced yet. Something wasn't balanced yet in the past, and that was a lot of stagnant energy with work or money. Now here, as we move going forward, it started in the past, and this like, what are my work and money dreams with the dragonfly here, and how can I put in more effort here with the Capricorn symbol? So Aquarius, this could have started in the past with a Capricorn during Capricorn season of last year, or further back in the past, or where you may have Capricorn in your chart, or it has nothing to do with the zodiac stuff. And it's like, well, where did I put my effort or someone else's effort in the past in terms of with the work, with the money, with the finances are being valued? Because a little bit here, there was maybe this too idealistic wish I'm hearing. Okay, so there was some type of wish that was too idealistic, too big, too fast, too far, I'm hearing. So this could have come from sort of a feminine energy here in the past. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to be you, Aquarius. It could have been someone else, most people, or just the general energy. Okay. But then here with the future, current, present energies and work and money, I see you not only being a leader here yourself, but also working with a teacher, a mentor, or guide. This could have something to do with the Sagittarius during Sagittarius season coming up, right? That would be half of November into half of December. Or it's just the general aspects of Sagittarius. So what are your work and money goals? Where do you pull back that arrow and then hit your target, right? Because if we go this way, Aquarius, Here's your envelope, okay, charm, along with your masculine charm, and it was right over the word money. So you could be getting a message from a masculine energy about money, or you could be sending a message out to someone else that's more proactive about money, or you're getting a message in that's being more proactive about money, whatever it is. It could even not necessarily be from another person or from another person to you. It could just be energy in general, but it is like more proactive, and it feels also different. It's like more responsible wish or something. I don't know. But yeah, I see lots of changes here with the work and money environment, and I think that it's going to be for the best. It feels good. And again, thinking about your community power versus your individual power. Now, as we go this way, Aquarius, it could be because of all these changes, you may be needing more rest during the month of November, or this could also just be um, that you're doing a lot of astral travel while you're sleeping or lucid dreaming. But it doesn't have to be that. It could also be you're just dreaming of, like, well, when can I take a vacation? Right? Or whatever it is. Or it's something about healing, about water, okay? You could even be dreaming about um, something about your inner child work, or listening to something in your dreams, because there's a listening seashell here. If it's not when you're sleeping or when you're dreaming, there could be something here significant in terms of work or money with someone else's children or with your own children, or just this kind of like childlike energy. But whatever it is, it's so healing. And I love that. Remember that lizard that's right on the line? It's like on the top of the baby's head. So it's almost like healing the crown chakra going down. I don't know. I love that. And that healing energy with the deer tooth. It's like the purity energy. Maybe getting back to being pure when we were children, right? Something here in terms of work or money or being valued. You're going to hear it. And it could be even when you're sleeping, and then come in another way too. But um, yeah, really nice situation so far going on here, Aquarius. Situation. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, let's pull back out a little bit here too. So the last section we're coming here to, Aquarius, is your spirituality and unconscious section. Or you could call it intuition, or you could call it your gut reactions to things, however you want to describe it. It's the least active section for this month. And look at all that good luck. Okay, you have the green lucky rabbit's foot here. If you just pick that up and move it, you can see that there's only two other well, three technically that way, but all that beautiful good luck there. So whatever you're doing spiritually unconsciously, or someone else is doing spiritually unconsciously, it's just like keep doing it, because you have a lot of other um, places you need to be and other things you need to focus on this month. I see this beautiful transformation here with the butterfly and with two penis bones here, the raccoon penis bone this way and then the coyote penis bone. It's like being very proactive with, yes, I am in a spiritual transformation, and I'm going to keep going with that. Someone's saying that here. That's the energy that's coming through. And it's also like the more that I do that and embrace my spiritual unconscious intuition, then I'm going to have more of that freedom aspect too. In the beginning that we had with Pegasus, the winged horse right here, Aquarius in the center, okay, that affects all those areas. So beautiful, beautiful. And one more last thing I'll say here too is like, with that raccoon penis bone coming back over here right on the line, and then touching the bobcat tooth, it's like being more spiritually protected and not being scared to be a big cat and scratch back. Remember I said that before? Or meow back, or whatever, or arch your cat back muscles. Okay, whatever it is, right? So chewing over and digesting that, and just knowing that you're going through this transformation and you're being proactive, and you have all this good luck here, so you don't have to worry too much there. Like, trust whatever it is, and that's beautiful. All right. So yeah, that is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope some of that made a little bit of sense. Or let me know later, after the month is done, if that made sense for you, or you want to at any time reach out. You can, but no pressure. So yeah, so thank you so much for your likes, for your views and shares. It does help me on my channel on YouTube and on Facebook here, since I am doing these readings for free, and they do take some time because I don't like to rush things. So if you want to subscribe for free or follow or like or share, I definitely appreciate it. And then if you subscribe on YouTube, it just notifies you when I put out new readings. So it's no pressure, and you can unfollow at any time if you want. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here, and then probably not today, but I will be back going through the rest of the signs backwards through the order, since we started with Scorpio and Sag, and then we did Capricorn Aquarius. We'll continue on with Pisces and Aries next. Okay. All right. So you guys take care. However, I know it's weird doing it this way, but yeah, you guys take care. Enjoy this time period. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. All right.